Hello, collective. Welcome and welcome back. This energy is crazy because I get this vibe where a lot of you guys are no longer fighting for something, or you're no longer like trying to force something to work. I feel that you've been in this energy for a while, right? But sometimes it takes a little time for what we're doing in the 5D to materialize in the 3D. And I just really get this strong message or vibe that you guys are seeing the results of what happens when you stop forcing situations. There's someone who really thought that they ravaged you, or they ruined you, or they made it so that you would never be able to recover from something. They thought that whatever they did to set you back, hold you back, keep you stuck was going to stick forever, but it didn't. And I feel like it's because you let it go, or you released whatever was attaching you to this person or this situation. And it's like someone is shocked. They're so flabbergasted that you weren't destroyed by whatever efforts that they put in to try to destroy you. And I know that sounds like a very generic message, but I feel like what this is focusing on, what Spirit wants us to focus on with this message, is the fact that you're about to start seeing the work that you've been doing materialize in the 3D. You're about to see what you've been doing in 5D and how that looks because of how it's going to materialize in the 3D. You feel me? Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, collective. Y'all like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video, you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonates. Book your personal reading. The link is below. If you guys gain anything positive from this message, please use the PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle donations below if you would like to donate. Don't feel obligated. You don't have to donate, but it does really help out the channel to do it that way instead of through the platform. If you want love readings, go to the underground. It's linked in the description box. Check out my LINKTREE to find all my other channels, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Whoa. Hold your horses, bitch. Slow down. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God. What are the messages? Cleanse the energy. What is the messages for the collective? Legal. Court paperwork filed. Heart to heart, deep conversation, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece, turn, party animal, sex, drugs, alcohol, surface pleasures. So, someone has filed some type of legal paperwork, or someone's being sneaky when it comes to legal documents, paperwork, court issues, contracts, things like that. And now it's time to have a heart-to-heart conversation about what's been going on, okay? Somebody may come out and tell you what a person has been doing behind the scenes. There could be pillow talking going on. Somebody is definitely on some low-key, low-vibrational shit, okay? It's high-key, low-vibrational, but they trying to lay low, or they trying not to get caught. Somebody is connected to a legal situation in a very sneaky way, and I feel like they're going to come and tell you about it. This could be a person who is attached to someone else who's trying to take legal action on you, and they're coming to tell you what this other person is doing or how they're connected to it in a sneaky way. It kind of feels like if somebody tries, just say you're going through a divorce and your estranged ex-partner is trying to go through your mom or your dad or your parents, your siblings, your friends, to get them involved in the legal dispute, to be on their side because they want to go against you. You get what I'm saying? So you may find out somebody is going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about some type of legal situation that you're experiencing, and how the dots connect in a very sneaky way because someone is wanting to kind of like be underhanded about the way that they take you down. Wow. One more card. Play a player in reverse. Somebody wants to be a player, but they're not very good at it. Playing the field, looking to settle, seeking options. Not looking to settle. I said looking to settle, but it says not. So this, and it kind of came out reverse. So I feel like there's a person who's been playing the field, who's been dating, who's been keeping their options open, that doesn't want to be a player. I don't want to be a player no more. Okay? They want to settle down. They found the option that they want to pick. They're going to pick that option. They no longer want to play the field, and they're having a heart-to-heart conversation about this with you. Okay? Some of y'all, this could be somebody platonic who needs your help or your opinion on what to do. For some of y'all, you're the person that they picked, okay? Extra dramatic, trying too hard, shit starter, okay? And then we have lost, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. So somebody likes to disappear. They may cause fights or arguments for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, they could try to start things just to cause problems with people. This could be what somebody was dealing with. Somebody may be tired of playing the field, being a player, keeping their options open, dealing with a bunch of people. And they may be ready to settle down because they're tired of these people acting like this. They're tired of people who are being dramatic and trying too hard and just starting arguments and starting shit with them for no reason because they don't know who they are. I feel like this is a mask. This is somebody who's lost. This is somebody who runs away from problems. They're very immature and they don't know who they are. So it feels like you guys are either this person who's tired of dealing with people like that, okay? Or there's a person coming into your life that's tired of dealing with people like that, or they're tired of being that person. I don't think they're actually that person. I feel like they're tired of being around people like that. They could have gotten into some legal issues or court issues because of their lifestyle, okay? Because they never settled down or they never really like took things seriously and they were always linking up with people and it caused some type of legal issue. There could have been a situationship or a sneaky link relationship that led to some type of legal issues where they don't want to have to deal with that anymore. Like that man who, that coach. I don't know if y'all heard that story, but recently there was a high school sports coach who got caught. Child, the motherfucker got caught boning down, tearing down the walls of one of his old students who was now graduated, but that's weird. You get what I'm saying? This person was a student at the school. Was you throwing out little sexual tension and innuendos and stuff to this student when they were at the school? Because now you boning them down, and the boyfriend of the girl walked in and saw it and shot the coach in the back or whatever. I don't know what happened, but he took him out, sent him right on down the road to glory. And that poor coach's wife and children had to deal with the embarrassment of him doing that, and that is why he is now with God. That's a shame. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it feels like you're dealing with somebody here who doesn't want to be caught up in other people's drama and situations anymore. And there could have been some legal issues that went along with this. Now, this could have been a person who you got caught up in a legal situation with, but they weren't taking legal action against you. They may have had some type of legal action that they had to deal with because of you and the connection that y'all had, or you guys had to deal with a legal situation together because of the situation that y'all had. Y'all are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about this, or this person is going to open up about what they experienced on their own and let you know that that's why they're ready to settle down. This seems like a love reading. Anyway, what is this legal situation? 2 cards. Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Cups. Oh, something worked out in somebody's favor. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Yeah, but this has been weighing heavily on somebody. I feel like somebody feels guilty or ashamed, or I don't know. They feel some type of way. This could have been somebody who took a bribe or a payout for something in a sneaky way to get what it is that they want, but it ended up hurting you. I don't know. But somebody's getting something that works out in their favor. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. There also could be a person who does not want you to be happy about what you're getting. So you could be receiving some type of good luck, good fortune, wish fulfillment when it comes to a legal issue. But there's a person here who wants you to be upset about it. It's like they want to ruin the victory for you. Like as soon as somebody crosses the finish line, they ran the whole marathon, and here's somebody go talking about, look at how sweaty your ass is. Like, shut up. I also feel like this is somebody who received what they wanted in a situation. They got lucky in a situation, but they may be ashamed or feeling guilty because by them getting what they wanted in a situation, it backfired on you. Right? And as soon as somebody got what they wanted, or as soon as somebody, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, as soon as somebody got what they wanted, it's like the guilt set in, because that guilt is associated with like, yes, I got what I wanted, but I know collective may have had to suffer, or there was some type of suffering involved that was associated with me getting what I wanted. I know they had to suffer, and I feel guilty about that. I feel ashamed about that. Okay, we're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about this. You may receive, like, this could also be you feeling guilty about something. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a person here, excuse me, you or someone else who's going to receive, like, closure, or you're finally going to get the apology you deserve. You're finally going to be able to say sorry or apologize. Like, it's like somebody's conscience is being cleared for what happened. What's this heart-to-heart deep conversation? Wow, Hermit reversed in the Page of Swords. Searching for information, spying, lurking, revealing the information that you have found. There's definitely somebody here who has information to give you about a situation that either they or you feel guilty about. There is closure that will be had in this situation. Whew. Because a legal scenario that worked out in a person's favor did not work out for you, or a legal scenario that worked out in your favor did not work out for them. And it messed the situation up, or there was just no closure. And now this information is being revealed. The Hermit is coming out of the cave to let you know what the fuck is going on, what they found out, what they discovered. Somebody really wants something to change. So that's why they filed legal action. Now this could be positive or negative. Somebody could be a fucktard, or somebody could be an angel or a saint. You may want something to change that you feel like is really negative and causes you a lot of stress. Somebody may not be paying what they owe. You might have maybe you're a renter and somebody's not fixing your property. Your landlord's not fixing the property, or you rent to people and your tenant is not paying the rent. This could also be somebody not paying alimony or child support. This could be a person who owes some type of money or resources, or they have to give something back that they took, or, bring something back that they tried to run off with. And because they're not doing that, you could have filed legal action, right? Somebody could have also got into legal trouble because of their behavior. Okay? Someone's behavior could have been really bad, and they could have been maybe doing illegal shit. And maybe, you did the right thing, and now they're holding a grudge and they're mad at you. Okay? I don't know exactly what's going on, but somebody, whatever these legal documents are, they were either filed because somebody felt like they needed to do the right thing and they really have good intentions, or they were filed because someone is being petty and vindictive and they want to try to attack someone legally in court just to get what it is that they want for a petty or vindictive reason. And I feel like whoever's involved with this was feeling ashamed because the situation ended up working out for them, but it ended up putting someone else at a detriment. Or there could be secrets about someone participating in these legal actions that you don't know. That's what this heart-to-heart conversation is about. Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It's something that you've been kept out of the loop about, that someone has been hiding or keeping to themselves, that you were not privy to. This is information that you were not given or that you were not privy to. The privy is the bathroom, ain't it? It's some shit. It might be a lot of shit. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Possibly Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Pisces. Somebody may know where, oh my God. Somebody may know where the bodies are buried, but it's more metaphorical. It's like if somebody's holding on to this Queen of Pentacles money, they're holding on to it because they feel like that Queen of Pentacles already got enough money. That bitch don't need no more money. She already got enough fucking money. Fuck that bitch. That's what they're thinking. I'm telling you. This Queen of Pentacles is very valuable, very resourceful. She has a lot going for her. She is fruitful. And even if she doesn't have money, she has so many things around her that she can benefit from. She could pick them grapes and sell those grapes. She could pick these peaches or apples or whatever they are. She could pick these strawberries. She could pick these blueberries. Even if she ain't got money to feed herself, she gonna eat. You get what I'm saying? And whoever this person is hiding something that belongs to her because they feel that she already has what she needs and she don't need. Fuck that bitch. That goes back to what I said in the beginning when I told you guys it feels like y'all are, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I know I was saying that you guys are pretty much seeing the results of what you've been doing in the 5D, in the 3D when it comes to disconnecting from things that no longer serve you. You're no longer forcing things with people. You're no longer forcing people to do things or trying to control things and force people. You're not doing that shit no more. And you're seeing the results of you releasing control and being in that feminine energy and receiving what spirit wants you to receive. So a lot of the stuff that you have stopped forcing is falling away. And I feel like there's an energy of a person or situation that's upset that you stopped forcing or fighting for something. And they're very upset that you are still getting what you needed because they thought that whatever they did to you to get you to start fighting so hard was going to make you beat down. It's like an abusive partner who beats you up and alters your appearance and makes you ugly, so to speak. And then basically like dumps you in the trash because they feel like nobody's ever going to want you. Now you ugly, bitch, you done got fat and had all these kids. Ain't nobody gonna want you, bitch. They sit around and keep you around in these mental games and they, either stress you out, and this could happen to men too, right? This could happen to anybody where somebody just stresses you out to no end. You start getting gray hairs, you start gaining weight or losing weight. You start looking less and less appealing, kind of like those videos on TikTok where the girls were like, when people say, would I ever get in a relationship or get married again? And they show the pictures from before their relationship and then they show them pictures afterwards. And sometimes you could see that they've been toe down. When the succubus gets done sucking, somebody left you like that and thought that nobody was going to want you and nobody was going to see your light. They thought they were able to dim your light completely. And whoever that is mad because that's not true. You still looking like the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, whatever. But this is specifically like because you are experiencing that, somebody feels like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that nigga. Fuck his ass. I don't care. They already got enough. They don't need nothing. So they keeping something that belongs. But it's like it doesn't matter if you... To this, it's like spirit is telling this person, it doesn't matter if you feel like this person, it doesn't, okay, bitch, slow down. Spirit is telling this person that it doesn't matter if the collective looks like they don't need whatever you owe them, bitch, you still owe them. So run that money. Okay, metaphorically, literally, whatever. But you were kept out of the loop and you weren't given some type of information. Somebody was holding this information back from you. You were supposed to receive something, like, especially if somebody filed some type of court paperwork on you and you didn't know about it. And then the ruling was in your favor, even though you didn't even know the case existed, which is crazy. Because it may not have been directly involving you. So if, like, just say, for example, because I used to get a lot of mail from the child support office. And I didn't know why I kept getting mail. And it occurred to me one day that more than likely, one or two of these niggas, one or both of these niggas, is filing something to try to get off child support. And I don't know what's going on because it really don't have nothing to do with me. So I'm trying to give it as a metaphor, right? This could be a legal situation that really doesn't have anything to do with you, but it does have something to do with you. So, like, if somebody doesn't want to pay child support, you're not going to necessarily know that they're filing paperwork to get off child support until they get off child support. You're not going to know that they're filing the appeals or they're dealing with a lawyer or they're submitting paperwork to the court because it doesn't directly involve you until it involves you. You get what I'm saying? So I think someone lost a case. I feel like you won a case, or there was something that remained the way it was supposed to be. Because if somebody was filing something petty and you didn't know about it, like, the judge did not rule in their favor. So it's like you didn't find out about it, but now you're going to find out about it because now you're going to start receiving, like, the money and the payments is going to start coming in because they lost whatever it was that they were trying to do behind the scenes. And I feel like now you're going to get that information and it's going to be revealed to you. And either the Queen of Pentacles is telling you this, or you are the Queen of Pentacles and you're finding this information that's being told to you about what's been going on in a sneaky way behind the scenes. And you're either being told by someone who's in charge. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. They're telling you the results with the Two of Pentacles. It's been settled. The decision has been made. Okay. They're telling you what decision has been made and how a situation has been settled or how something ended up working out. And you're going to find out how that played out or whatever it is. And it's because somebody's been holding the information back. They didn't let you know, or they've been trying to hide some type of money, finances, or resources that belong to you. They may have even been trying to hide a bank account or make it seem like they don't have any money, but the money is somewhere else. This could also be a situation where something that happened to you legally affected another person, and they're going to come and tell you how it affected them, or you're going to be able to tell them how something that they did affected you. Anyway, let's go. Player reversed. 5 of Wands and it's sideways. That's how it came out. It was going in reverse though, so I'm going to put it in reverse for symmetry. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Please like the video, you guys. Thank you so much for y'all who really just be doing it. Okay, thank you. Ace of Swords. And the strengths. Yeah, this is a hard decision. Somebody is making a really difficult decision, making a really big sacrifice. This is a big sacrifice for somebody. I don't necessarily feel like they're non-committal, but there's somebody who's just tired of the games. They're tired of the nonsense. They're tired of the bullshit. They finally had some type of clarity or a mental breakthrough where they see things clearly. Maybe the decision that someone's making to finally settle down and change their ways comes after a conversation that they have with you. This doesn't have to be a love interest. It could literally be your child, your friend, your sibling. Somebody who's associated with you in your personal life is having some type of clarity that they're either giving you because they're tired of the drama and they're doing something that's very brave and courageous to give you the information that another person didn't want you to have. Or you're giving them clarity, you're communicating with them, and now they have the bravery and the courage to cut some type of bullshit or drama out of their life. It may not even been because of you. It just could have been because of everything, like I said, that was happening to them. And they started to connect the dots and realize that it's because they need to just relax. They need to settle down. So this person is doing something courageous. They see the truth. They know how to remove the conflict from their life. Yeah. Promising not to fight or committing to making peace or having peace. This could even be some type of commitment when it comes to a relationship. Living a more conventional life because it's less dramatic. That's what this feels like. They're tired of the drama from other people. They're tired of the drama that it's caused. Maybe with you or whatever. Yeah, temperance. Somebody wants balance, peace, harmony. They want to be able to wake up every day and know what to expect. They're tired of the bullshit. This could be somebody who's going back to work after like being a business owner or something like that. They're tired of the ups and downs of owning a business. This is their strategy. They want balance. They want peace. They want a commitment. They want symmetry in their life. They want to have the house, the car, the white picket fence, the dog, the wife, the kids, all that stuff. Yeah, they're going to offer you something. 7 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. And it's because, like, it's just because they're just tired of the back and forth. Because they feel like this has held them back in their life. Whatever this choice or whatever these choices from the past have been, they feel like it's held them back in their life. They're going to come offer something to you. They have a strategy, but they're worried about, like, I feel like this person is not sure how you're going to react or respond. Because some of you guys, if this is someone who caused you problems legally or caused some type of stress in your life, they're not sure how you're going to take this information. They're not sure how you're going to feel about whatever they say. And rightfully so, because some of y'all, because of how this person kind of treated you on the back end, I feel like some of y'all have the right. It's 1:11 right now. Thursday, September 4th, 1:11. I just glanced over at my laptop randomly. Okay. They're not sure how you're going to take this because they were acting a fool. Whoever this person was acting an asshole. With the 9 of Swords, they're ashamed of their behavior. They're ashamed of how they left things. They're ashamed of what they did. They're ashamed of the problems they caused. They were acting a plumb fool. Like a total dickhead. And not the good kind. Okay? I don't know. Somebody might be uncircumcised. I don't know. Doesn't mean they have a dirty dick. It's something about dickheads that's significant. I don't fucking know. But they're ashamed and they don't know how you're going to take it because they may have been a coward, ghosted you, disappeared because it was too much drama. But like, I think somebody is, but you see the cowardice and I'm sorry, I'm yelling, bitch. I don't know what this is that came up and bit my ass, but it's a motherfucker. But it's because I knock them out. They might think you're going to knock them out, y'all. I don't think you are. I honestly think that you've come to a place of peace in your life. And you're not going to be upset with this person because, again, you have chosen the path of least resistance. At the beginning, I said you're not forcing anything. You're doing what makes you happy. I'm not forcing these readings because these readings actually give me joy to do during the day. They actually make me feel better than sitting around blowing my nose all day. You get what I'm saying? I think also this person's been watching you, gathering information to see if you are in a positive, forgiving mood before they come towards you with this information. Some of y'all have a person out there who is really tired of being a player and they want to settle down with you. They might want to marry you. They might want to make things right and make some type of commitment with you. And that's their strategy because they see clearly that whatever drama was going on was a situation where you were being abused possibly, or it was a situation where you were being, I don't know. It's like this is a person, kind of like Rapunzel in the tower. And I'm not saying you should be waiting on somebody to come rescue you, because that's catch a fade, bitch. That's some fuck shit. Don't be waiting on nobody to rescue you. But it really does feel like someone wishes that they would have spoken up or done the right thing or been brave in the moment because of this cowardice card. They're very passionate about this. They walked away from you, or they walked away from a situation and they got what they wanted. They were able to, break free, or they were able to get some type of benefit here from walking away from a situation. No, it's like somebody who knows that they left you in the lurch, or they left you somewhere where you were going to be in a bad situation, but they left you there because it was easier to leave you there than it was to fight for something that they really wanted. And they feel ashamed about that, because it ended up, them leaving you in that situation ended up causing you to go through a lot of pain that they feel like they could have prevented, or they felt like it wasn't fair, or it was just a really devastating situation. I don't know where I'm getting this from. Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Pisces, possibly Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. I said that. Man. But this is a deep heart-to-heart conversation. And it could be from somebody who you don't want to hear about. But they're afraid that you're going to be angry or you're going to be upset. And they don't know what to expect when it comes to expressing this information to you. So if you're ready to receive this information, I suggest you behave in a manner in which represents a readiness to receive. And you can decide what that is as a grown person for yourself. I also feel like whatever this person says may not change how you see the situation, but it could bring you clarity to the situation, okay? What's this Lost card up here at the top? King of Cups. I'm telling you, this person been watching you. Feels like a strong Pisces energy, possibly Cancer, maybe even Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, child, I don't know, everybody. Knight of Pentacles. And remember, we saw that with the Seven of Swords. So this person is planning on offering you something, giving you something, maybe even apologizing, maybe giving you some type of consolation gift. They have it already. They don't have to make it or get it or do anything. They have it already. But I feel like they are nervous. This person, I feel like, has been observing you to see when the right time is to give you this or talk to you about this. Some of you also, they have been searching for you because they cannot find you. Maybe you blocked them or you moved, or I don't know. But they have something to give you and they've been waiting to give it to you. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they already worked on this for a long time, or they worked on what they were going to say for a very long time. And it's like they got a first, second, third draft, but now they have the final offer that they're going to give to you, and they either made it and did all of the finishing touches on it, or they prepared their speech and now they know exactly what they want to say. And it's the right time. They've been holding on to somebody may have literally been holding on to an item for a long time that they wanted to give to you, give back to you. Or they've been working on what they were going to say to you for a very long time, okay? What's this King of Cups? But they've been too afraid to do it. Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? They're too afraid to do it. And I feel like this is apologizing for, like, the way that they left things, or the way that they ran off, or the way that they betrayed you, or the... or the involvement that they had when it comes to somebody else betraying you. This person may have given someone else information that betrayed you, or given someone else information by accident, maybe even, and that ended up hurting you. Like I said, if somebody was trying to victimize you and they went and contacted your family, your mom, your dad, your mom and dad might be old. Your mom and dad might have given them your location or your address without realizing that you don't fuck with that person. And it's like they're upset that they did this and they've been wanting to make it right. Or they just left you in a situation because it looked hard. And now they realize that that wasn't the right thing to do. And the shame has been eating away at them. So they've been preparing whatever this is that they want to say. Wow. Queen of Swords. You already know. Six of Pentacles. You're going to listen. They're afraid you're not going to listen. They're waiting for your response, too. There's this like a conversation. They're waiting for your response. They're afraid you're not going to listen. But with the Queen of Swords, you're going to listen. You're going to listen. You hear all the pain and all that stuff. Yeah, you listening. This person telling you. But you're not going to accept no bullshit either. And that's why they scared. Because you coming through as this Queen of Swords. You going to listen to them. But they better not tell no lie. Because you're going to be able to find the lie immediately. They're not going to be able to lie to you. They know that. That's why they scared too. Child, this is crazy. What would I name this reading? It's kind of like whatever, I feel like whatever this person was running from that they thought could possibly be associated with you is not what really was associated with you, right? So like if you were dealing with somebody and they kind of like saw you in a dramatic situation, just say you had a baby mom, baby dad, ex-husband, ex-wife, they may have not wanted to deal with you because of what you were dealing with before. And they were afraid because they thought that because you were dealing with an ex or you had a co-parenting situation that you would be drama or the situation would be dramatic and chaotic. I don't think that they thought you were dramatic. I think that the stereotype, I think that the stereotype of your situation scared somebody away. Like maybe you're single, you don't have any kids, but you have dependent parents. That scared this person away. I don't know exactly what it is, but now that this person sees that fast life ain't shit, they're wanting to settle down and they're realizing that you were actually what they wanted all along. Child. Okay. Anyway. What else? Sweet release. Oh, Lord. Still hooking up. Mostly about the sex. Keep your heart safe. Losing patience and self-love. See what I'm saying? Somebody is losing patience with that fast life, that hookup culture. They don't want that shit no more. They want to settle down. They want to be in a stable connection, in a stable situation. More and more, this is starting to look like, yep, single woman. This could be for some of y'all men. But more and more, this is starting to look like somebody who regrets what they did. They regret what they did. Whether this was a person who you were married to in a relationship, in a marriage with, and they caused some type of drama by cheating, lying, destroying, self-destructing the relationship from within. Or if it was a person who saw you going through some bullshit with somebody and they were like, nah, I'm gonna pass. You know what I mean? And that's their choice, right? But now someone regrets the choice that they made not to fight harder for whatever it is that they saw in you. Okay, change. Not willing to change, able to rise above conflict, better and brighter days, and romantic gesture. I'm telling you, somebody's been preparing a speech. Yeah. This person did not want to change their ways, their player ways. Their loose ways. I'm just keep it real. They didn't want to change their ways. They wanted to be able to lay their head where they wanted to, be a rolling stone, do whatever it is that they wanted to do, not have any anything that's gonna tie them down or hold them down. You know, and now that's changing. Sneaky, going behind your back, telling lies about you having secret affairs. Somebody, I don't know if that's necessarily like cheating, it could be. But for some of you guys, it's some type of secret involvement in a situation that puts you at a detriment. And I don't know what that is. Somebody went behind your back and like told lies about you or lied under oath about you. I don't know what the fuck that is. Or co-signed someone else who was being sneaky towards you. They gonna have to, that's that 10 of swords. Power. Having power struggles, be assertive now, treat yourself like royalty. And a man crying. Single woman and a man crying. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry, fellas, you're looking bad, okay? This could be another man, though. Anyway, this feels like a person who, behind the scenes, somebody is having a struggle here. And they regret what they did to sabotage you. We just gonna leave it at that. But I will look at these cards. 10 of Swords. We have the World, the Page of Cups, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. Somebody has made a choice. They made a choice to do something immature that betrayed you or that hurt you in some way. It benefited them, but it fell back on you. It created something negative for you. And they've been watching how this has played out. And they've been seeing how what they did played out. What they were doing sneakily behind your back, the lies that they told, the people who they were involved in. They see how that affected the trajectory of your life. And it's been causing them to feel this detached, lost energy. That may be why they disappeared out of your life. Like when people just remove themselves from your life, pay attention. Because a lot of times, the motherfuckers either people are trying to go down their own spiritual path, because that could be a possibility, or they may be doing something that you don't know that they're doing. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords. And that's why you are kind of protective over yourself when it comes to this person, because you know you can't trust them. Because they made a choice to maybe come into your life acting like they wanted to commit or acting like they had your back and then disappeared. Whatever that shit is, you like, nah, I'm too old for this fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, say what you need to say, but I'm gonna stay over here and you stay over there. What sweet release, single woman and sneaky. Ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. One more for this sweet release, single woman and sneaky, Empress. Yeah. That's how they did. Finessing, fly dressing, trying to impress them. Whatever. They regret it though. Whoever that, I feel like this immature energy, this little play energy, it's like what they're gonna tell you is that they were being dumb, they were immature, they didn't know what they were doing. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups reversed, Page of Swords, Page of Cups. They're gonna say like, man, I was young, I was stupid, I didn't know what I had, I didn't know what I was doing. Because look at this. Who the fuck, when you got the Empress, you idiot. Just because of a stereotype, or just because maybe you're older, or just because you have kids, or just because, I don't know, you're a divorcee, or whoever. Yeah, 7 of Swords. They saw an opportunity. They saw a nut and they cracked it. And they regret doing that because they feel like they could have had so much more if they would have approached the situation with some type of, King of Swords, with some type of class, King of Swords, with some type of maturity. Or if they would have not believed something that somebody said about you, because I feel like somebody was in love with you, or they just wanted to be in your life, or they saw something in you, maybe even professionally. I don't know. I don't think it's professional. But it's like somebody saw something in you and they were allowing what other people were saying, or they were allowing a situation that had nothing to do with you, but it did have something to do with you, but it really didn't have anything to do with your true character. They allowed that situation to determine how they were going to move with you, and they feel so dumb. Whoever this is just regrets it so bad, okay? Ace of Wands. Enough crying, bitch. Ace of Wands and the Magician. So this person's goal was to manipulate you and finesse you. And they did that. But it didn't give them the satisfaction that they thought it was going to give them. It didn't give them what they wanted. And I don't even know what this person thought they were going to get, that they thought they wanted to get. But when people are players and they play the field and they have open relationships, they have situationships, eventually that buildup of energy is going to end. It's going to implode. And I feel like that's what happened. Somebody just does not, whoever this is, they just regret the way they treated you. And their character. Advice. Okay. Koh-i-Noor diamond, mistake. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Anyway, they want you to have grace with this person. Pearl, intuition. Intuition is seeing with the soul. And Malachite, judgment. Reserving judgments is a matter of infinite hope. I swear these cards be changing, bro. I don't know if I'm tripping or what. It's like Spirit doesn't want you to judge this person. They want you to have positivity when you look at this person as much as possible. They want you to use your intuition. They want you to read their soul. And they want you to keep this in mind. They want you to keep in mind the fact that people make mistakes, and it's just because we all out here trying to figure it out. So do with that what you will. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Book your readings, y'all. Donate if you can. The PayPal, Zelle, or Venmo is below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonates. Hype up the video. Like the video. Do all the things. It really does help you guys. And share this with someone who you think may need to hear it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.